I'll be blocking you.
I'm going to be asking you to do it. So the story that we've got today contains, see if you can guess what these animals are, these signs that I'm doing. It contains a
Monkey.
It contains
Elephant.
a air. A huge air. And it also contains a crocodile. Gosh, everybody's exhausted. Fantastic. Okay, once upon a time, there was a very happy and very clever turtle. And one day, he decided he was going to go for a swim in the river. And the water was nice and calm. And he was really happy and he was swimming around in the water. And he was really, really happy until all of a sudden there was a stomp and a splash and a stomp and a splash. Stomp and a splash and a stomp and a splash. Say it louder.
Stomp and a splash and a stomp and a splash.
Stomp and a splash and a stomp and a splash. Stomp and a splash and a stomp and a splash. And the water went up and down and up and down, up and down and up and down. And the turtle went up and down, and the airplane went over. The turtle went up and down and up and down. And he was very, very worried. And he was a bit frightened. And he put his head inside his shell. And he looked up, and there, standing in front of him, was the biggest elephant you had ever seen. And he was standing over him and stomping in the water, making the water go up and down. And Mr. Turtle, he was very brave, and he said to the elephant, he said, "Mr. Elephant," he said, "please," he said, "can you stop stomping and splashing, because I'm trying to
Swim.
He was trying to
Swim.
Oh, come on, enthusiasm. He was trying to
Swim.
Lovely, fantastic, that's much better. Mr. Elephant, he looked down at him and he said, "Don't you talk to me like that." He said, "I am the strongest animal in the whole of the jungle." He said, "If you talk to me like that," he said, "I will stomp on you and squash you flat." Mr. Turtle swam away really quickly, swim. And he went all the way over to the other side of the river. And the other side of the river was nice and calm, he was happy. And he swam in the river. All of a sudden, there was a snap and a splash and a snap and a splash. Snap and a splash and a snap and a splash. Snap and a splash and a snap and a splash. Snap and a splash and a snap and a splash. And the water went up and down and up and down, up and down and up and down. And Mr. Turtle went up and down and up and down. He was really, really worried. And he was a bit confused as well. And he looked up, and there, standing in the water in front of him, was the biggest and longest crocodile. You're still with me. Snapping and splashing and rolling and writhing in the river. And Mr. Turtle, he put his head in his shell a little bit, and he looked up at Mr. Crocodile. And Mr. Crocodile had really big teeth. And he said to him, "Excuse me, please, Mr. Crocodile." He said, "Can you stop snapping and splashing, because I'm trying to swim." Mr. Crocodile looked down at him and he said, "Don't you talk to me like that." He said, "I am the strongest animal in the whole of the river. And if you talk to me like that again, I will gobble you all up." Ooh. And he was so aggressive, he knocked that like that and it swam. Wasn't it amazing? Mr. Turtle swam away, but he couldn't go to the other side of the river because Mr. Elephant was there. He couldn't go this side of the river because Mr. Crocodile was there. So he got out of the river and he went into the jungle and he went to see his good friend, Mr.
Monkey.
And Mr. Monkey was sitting at the top of a tree and he was eating a banana. He was eating a banana. And Mr. Turtle said to Mr. Monkey, he said, "Oh, Mr. Monkey," he said, "I'm really, really sad." He said, Mr. Elephant and Mr. Crocodile are being really, really naughty. They're doing really naughty things, and they won't let me swim in the river. And Mr. Monkey sat in his tree, and he had a think. What can you think? He had a think. He had a think, and he thought and he thought and he thought, and all of a sudden he had an I know, you can climb up a tree and you can throw coconuts at them. And Mr. Turtle said, but Mr. Monkey, he said, I haven't got any fingers and I'm not very good at climbing trees. He said, and I can't throw coconuts. So Mr. Monkey had another thought. I know. You can play a very clever trick on them. And he climbed down the tree and he whispered. Mr. Monkey's ear whispered to the person next to you. And Mr. Turtle thought it was a fantastic trick. And he crawled into the jungle and he found himself a really, really long jungle vine. And he went over to see Mr. Elephant, get it right. And he said to Mr. Elephant, "Hello, Mr. Elephant!" And Mr. Elephant said,
Hello.
Mr. Turtle.
"Hello, Mr. Turtle." And he said to Mr. Elephant, he said, "Mr. Elephant, I'm really sorry." He said, "But I'm stronger than you." And Mr. Elephant, he laughed. He went, "Ho, ho, 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 ho." Come on, Mr. Elephant. He said, "Oh, no, you're not." He said, "I'm the strongest animal in the whole of the jungle." And he said, No. He said, "I'm stronger than you and I'll show you." He said, "If you hold on to the end of this here jungle vine," he says, "if I put..." Oh dear. Showing him already. If I pull you over, Mr. Elephant, okay? And you can help Mr. Elephant here if you want to, or the elephants, if you want to grab on, you can. If I pull you over, then you must promise to be good. He must promise to be good. And he says, it's a very long vine, so I'm going to go over the other side of the river and find the end of it. Is that okay? All right. And when I pull, you pull back. Okay, Mr. Elephant?
Okay.
Okay. And he swam all the way over to the other side of the river. And he saw Mr. Crocodile and he said, "Mr. Crocodile," he said, "Mr. Crocodile, hello." Mr. Crocodile was half asleep, so he said it again, just to see if Mr. Crocodile would wake up a bit. "Hello, Mr. Crocodile." Hello. And Mr. Crocodile said, "Hello." And he said, "Mr. Crocodile, I'm really sorry," he said, "but I think that I'm stronger than you." And Mr. Crocodile laughed. He said, "Ha ha 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 ha." I'll do it a bit more, you're enjoying it. And he said, "Mr. Crocodile, I think I'm stronger than you." And he said, "Oh no, you're not." He said, "I'm the strongest animal in the whole of the river." And he said, I'll show you, Mr. Crocodile." He said, "If you hold on to the end of this here jungle vine, and if I pull you over, then you have to promise to be good." He had to promise to be good. Or really, really good, okay? And it's a very long vine, Mr. Crocodile, so I'm going to go over to the other side of the river, and when you feel me pull on it, then you pull back. You might need some help on this one, Mr. Crocodile, so people want to hold on. And feel free in the middle, Mr. Monkey's there to hold on. Well, and he shouted, "Are you ready, Mr. Elephant?" Mr. Elephant shouted.
Yes.
And he said, "Are you ready, Mr. Crocodile?" And Mr. Crocodile said, "Yes." And Mr. Crocodile was a bit quieter than Mr. Elephant, so he shouted, "Are you ready, Mr. Crocodile?"
Yes.
"Are you ready, Mr. Elephant?"
Yes.
Are you ready, Mr. Crocodile?
Yes.
I think they're all ready. And Mr. Turtle, he reached out and he gave a little tweak on the jungle vine. And the elephant and the crocodile started to pull. Heave! Ho! Heave! Ho! Heave! Ho! Heave! Ho! And the vine stretched and it stretched and it stretched. Are you ready to let go? Until suddenly it went snap! Oh. And Mr. Elephant rolled into the jungle. Roll, 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 roll. And he bopped his head on a tree, and all the coconuts fell down and bopped him on the head. Bop, 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 bop. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He said, Mr. Turtle is stronger than me. I have to promise to be
Good.
Mr. Crocodile went sailing through the air. Squelch. And he landed in the horrible sticky mud. Oh, it was horrible, and he had it in his eyes, and he had it in his ears, and he had it in his mouth, and it even went up his nose. And he said, oh no, he said, Mr. Turtle is stronger than me. I must promise to be
Good.
And Mr. Turtle went back to the river where it was nice and calm. He swam in the river and he was really, really happy.